Good morning, everyone. We are docked in Bimini, Bahamas, and we're not going to get off the ship today. So I was getting in my steps. Thought I would take you around the ship, but this is Bimini, Bahamas. We docked about an hour ago, but yeah, I thought I would get my steps in, take you around the ship, and feel free to ask any questions about the celebrity reflection. So, any questions about the celebrity reflection or sailing celebrity? Bimini, which I've been before. I've gotten off the ship once here, um, cruising in general. Feel free to ask. And I'm going to take you with me around the 14th deck of the reflection. I'm going to get my steps in and stop along the way. So this is like the little area. It's called like the porch. It's super cute up here. You can come have drinks, pick up hut, get food. It's really beautiful here. You can see this is like real grass. Um, it is the weather is really nice. Like it's kind of overcast as you can see. I think it's like 80 degrees. It feels so good. Yesterday, we were in Coco Cay and it was so hot. Uh, but this is considered like the walking track. So you can come up here, get your steps in, and it goes around the whole ship. And I'm not gonna get off today. Last time we were in Bimini, there wasn't a whole lot to do, and the resort was like $75 per person, which I mean the water's beautiful, but if you live in Florida, like it's the same thing. They have this like putting green, and a bar. You can come get a cocktail, enjoy the view, lots of seating. It's really beautiful here, and you can see the water is like excellent quality. Feel free to ask any questions. So this is the celebrity reflection, and we are in Bimini. Has anybody been here? I've been here one other time, and I just I don't feel like there's anything really to do that you can't really do in Florida. Um, and a lot of the like golf cart places have like really bad ratings. Like it says like they're all a scam. You know, you'll rent a golf cart and then like 15 minutes later it'll fall apart and then they'll try and get like $200 from you. So the resort was really nice. The last time we were here, we went to Resort World Bimini, which I have it in this profile. So follow me and you can follow all that find all that content from Bimini from last year. But it was like $75 per person. Um, which just feels super pricey and like it's beautiful, but there wasn't much to do besides the water. So, um, and if you live in Florida, like, I mean, we can go to the beach anytime, you know? Um, so yeah, we're gonna stay on the ship today, but it is beautiful. And then here's the rest of the putt putt course if you weren't on the live earlier. So that's fun. And then I don't know if you can rent these little spaces out, these like little cabanas that have yoga going on, yoga and meditation. But these like little cabanas have like little tables. They're super cute. And then they'll have like food. I think it's called the Porch, the restaurant. That you can see them doing yoga. I am on the Celebrity Reflection. We just got into Port and Bimini. So feel free if you have any questions about Bimini, if you have any questions about sailing Celebrity, let me know. This is like my fifth or sixth Celebrity cruise, and then my second time being in Bimini. The water here is definitely beautiful. Okay, so we're like halfway through a lap, so we keep going. So here's the little cafe that I was telling you about. It's called the Porch. It's really cute. This is one of the best celebrity ships I've ever been on. There's like so many places to sit, so many cute little cafes. Um, they really did a good job on this ship. This is probably one of my favorite ships I've ever been on. Super contrasted to the Royal Caribbean ship we were on about a month ago, which felt super small. It felt crowded. It didn't feel like there was really many places to like sit and get away, like kind of have your own like little space in here. There's just so many places you can sit and enjoy the ship and enjoy the view. Um, and then even compared to the ship I was on last year for 15 days, the Summit, this is a much bigger ship and just so many more places to sit and hang out. It feels very thought out in terms of the layout and spacing. So you can see here's one of the pool areas and the pool bar. Yes, me too. The reflection is now my favorite as well. Let me know where you took it. Oh, you're going on Friday. What cruise ports are you going to? I don't know how old this ship is. I feel like it's younger in terms of just like um, the like decor is like very updated. It feels, and it's a very clean ship. It's very beautiful. Are you gonna L 1070? Are you gonna get off in Bimini or are you gonna stay on and hang out in the cruise ship? Oh, age of people. I think because this is a weekend cruise, um, it's skewed a little bit more young than the people that are usually on the celebrity cruise. Like when I went on my 15-day cruise from Fort Lauderdale to California, it was like all retired people. And they were like, "What are you doing here?" I'm in my late 30s, so people were like, "What are you doing here?" But I had such a great time. It was like all retired people, and they just like they're just fun. But this one's a little bit younger. There are families, there are people with kids. We're good. I don't mind older, but I'm not old. Um, yeah, like on the on the summit, I think I was on the summit for 15 days, and there was like so many like wheelchairs or like the scooters, and there was some yesterday on Coco K, like they were all parked. It was funny because they all have like the giant wheels. But this cruise ship is a little bit younger, and because it's the 3 day. Our last cruise was about a month ago on Royal Caribbean, Adventure of the Seas, and that was like such a mixed bag. Like you had really like older people, and then you had a lot of young people. So I'm very happy with this cruise demographic, though. Um, I felt very crowded on the Royal Caribbean ship, and I felt like I don't know. Here it just feels a lot more spread out. And like if you want food, it's like there's multiple places to get food versus like Royal Caribbean or Adventure of the Seas where like you really only feel like you have the one main dining room or like the ocean. It's Ocean Cafe on here, but I think it's called the Windjammer on Royal Caribbean. So this is like halfway through like the little track area. So like we haven't even made a complete loop. So you can really get it in your steps up here. Love the martini bar also. Here on the Reflection or on Royal Caribbean. I think that's another thing too is on this ship is there are so many bars, like cute little bars like tucked away. Oh, the Coco Cay adult area. I've never been there. They do a fire chocolate martini. Huh, maybe I'll have to have one tonight. It sounds really good. We did eat at Blue last night. So we were trying aqua class on this trip and we ate at Blue last night for dinner and I had a veggie burger, which was really good. My boyfriend got a whiskey, what's it called, an old fashioned, and he said it was really good. Um, Breakfast wasn't very good. Like it wasn't bad, it just didn't have any flavor. Like I got pancakes and they didn't have any flavor. So um, breakfast was definitely underwhelming. Um, Especially for Blue, it's so hyped up. And then to like get there and try it out, and it just wasn't that great. It wasn't bad, but it just didn't have any flavor. Um, yes, last night they did have like an elegant night. Like people were dressed up. Yeah, I don't know. Like the quality looked really good. Like the pancakes looked so pretty, and then like you just like bit into it and it had like no flavor. So I don't know if it was that or what. And like the same thing, I think it was worse too on Royal Caribbean. Like there was no flavor in the food. Yesterday, I will say on Coco K, I had the tacos like in the common area and they were great, like super flavorful. But and then last night my veggie burger was really good. So I don't know. Like even like we got like what was supposed to be like a fruit and cheese plate and it was like a thin slice of cheese and like some fruit. So I don't know. I feel like the food's been hit or miss. Yeah, I really enjoy and I'm from Texas originally, so like I feel like I am very hard to please when it comes to Mexican food or tacos, and the tacos yesterday were really good on Coco K. And like it was from the free area. So if you don't know, like Coco K they basically have like the buffet on on the island. So for lunch you can go to the buffet and it's like included in your fare. So it wasn't even like paid for. No, I'm not gonna get off today in Bimini. I got off last year. We came in November and I got off and I just there's not much here. The resort was super expensive that we booked. It was like $75 per person. And to be honest, like I was kind of bored. Like I live in Florida. I go to the beach every weekend. So like the water is beautiful and if you aren't used to having access to water like this, like definitely get off. But I mean, I go to the beach every weekend. So it just wasn't worth it for me. And then um I had heard like it's really fun to like rent a thanks for following Jeff. Um I've heard like it's fun to rent a golf cart and go explore here in Bimini, but then like you look at the reviews on the businesses and it's like scam. Golf cart will break within 15 minutes of like driving off. Owner will yell at you and fight you. Like so, um, we're really taking since we're aqua class and this is the first time we're being aqua class. We're really taking advantage of it. So we're gonna go hang out in the Persian spa later. We're gonna go eat lunch at Blue. Um, so yeah, we're just really gonna enjoy the cruise ship today. I'm on the Reflection, Celebrity Reflection, and we docked about, I don't know what time it is. We docked at like 7:30 this morning. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you live. Um, the water is stunning. The resort is stunning. I actually have a video of it on this channel. So if you look through my content, I did like a video on Resorts World Bimini, which I think is where you're probably going. And it's beautiful. Like they did a very good job on it. It's clean. It's like there's so many chairs to sit at. You know, they included lunch. Um, so and then the tram will take you. So they take you on like almost like a golf cart over there from the ship, which is nice. But I just didn't think like in terms of unique things. I guess when I travel, I like to do more unique things that I can't do anywhere else, like really explore the culture. And also, I spent a month last year in Freeport, Bahamas. So I feel like I'm like all these little islands, Bimini, Freeport, Nassau, even are kind of the same in terms of like what there is to do there and the water quality. And then if you want to like find things that are unique, you really have to go to like Eleuthera or what's it called, Exuma. Yeah, I think you will enjoy the resort. Like it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I just again, like I said, like I like to find really unique things to do when I travel that I can't do in Florida. Hi, Junior. How is Tennessee and Boca? I mean, Boca's so beautiful. So like, I don't, I don't see much of a difference between like going to the beach in Boca and here. Yeah, I did like, I did like Freeport. It's beautiful and it's really quiet. Like if you go there, you'll have the beach to yourself, and so it's like paradise. But and it's super hard to get around. Like there's no Uber. Like there's a taxi service, but it's like run by a local. And so it's really hard to get around there. And then we rented a car, but they drive on the other side of the road from us. So it was interesting. They do have some really cool caves there, and the water. I mean, again, it's stunning. But after a while, I was kind of bored. I was like, okay, well, I can do this in Florida. Um, I did like Port Lacaya. It's just like a cute little marketplace. So I did have a really good time there, and the locals are really nice. Like they want tourism there. There's so many islands you go to, and you can just tell that they don't want you there. Um, but I did like Freeport, in for those reasons, and I did feel like Exuma was the same way. Like they were happy you were there. It's very clean. It's very beautiful. Um, so yeah, if like if you're not used to having a beach in your backyard, then definitely I would get off the ship here in Bimini. It is beautiful. I'm trying to zoom in so you can see some of the island, and I guess I can't zoom in on live. Let me go on the other side. So like, if you're just joining, this is like on top of the cruise ship, like on deck 14. It's a whole walking trail like around the ship. So we just did a loop. Good morning. Good morning, Jay. Panama City, Floridian. How was the hurricane for you? We are in Bimini this morning. Quiet morning. How was the silent disco? A lot of people. I didn't go. Um, I was so tired after Coco Cay. I'll post the walking tour that I did. I did like a 30-minute walking tour on Coco Cay. Um, and then I did another just loop around Coco Cay like by myself, which was like a 45-minute walk before I got back on the ship. So by the time we ate dinner, I was smoked. Like we were in bed by 8:30 last night. Um, but I saw them doing the silent disco, and then on the 15-day cruise I did last year, I participated and I had so much fun. So much better than Hurricane Michael in 2018. I'm so glad to hear that. And I did a live this morning and someone was talking about, um, oh, I forget the other name of the hurricane that's coming. It's not Kirk, but it's like, it starts with an M. Hopefully, you guys don't get pounded again. I'm gonna go on the other side of the ship. Let's go see it. Milton. Yes, Milton. They have basketball courts. On the Royal Caribbean cruise we were just on a month ago, they had pickleball courts and like a tennis, not tennis, what is it called? Putt putt? Oh, you're welcome. I'm so happy that you guys are like interacting and enjoying this like little cruise. Sometimes if I go live in the morning, people are super talkative and super interactive, and it makes me happy to share. But in the afternoon, people don't say anything. It's like it's kind of weird. Oh man, it's gonna cut across Florida again. It's awful. Well, I hope you guys stay safe. Hopefully, it won't be too bad. I think it's kind of cool when it starts to storm because it makes the blue of the water just like so much more blue. Bad news for us. I'm an eco guide in the Florida Panhandle. Hurts my business. What is your business? Tell us so we can support you after the hurricane. I operate guided kayak paddleboard eco tours on clear freshwater springs. Oh, that sounds amazing. Drop the name of your business. I still have not really explored the Tampa area. Like I've been up there once and I went to like Ergmont Key, but I still haven't done a whole lot of exploring in Tampa. Did you get an assigned boarding time? We were Aqua as well. Yeah, we got like 12 p.m. I think. And when we checked in and did the health questionnaire, they were like, "Oh, you're express. Like you have an express boarding." But when we got here, I was like, "Where's the express line?" And the lady was like, "Oh, everyone's express." I'm like, but it was definitely nice to. I love getting on the ship early, so because it feels like an extra day that you kind of get to enjoy that. Yeah, they'll assign you a time. Find us on Facebook at EcoX LLC. Okay, well, if anybody's in the Tampa area or heading to Tampa, EcoX LLC, Eco Excursions of Panama City. So that's paddleboarding on the Springs. That sounds fun. Yeah, she was like, everyone's express. I was like, I will have to say, our aqua class, this is our first time being aqua class, like I've said, and the rooms are incredible. Like, it's such an upgrade. Like, I feel like I'm not on top of my boyfriend. And we got a balcony. Did you guys get a balcony, Elle? It just makes such a huge difference. Like, you feel like you, it just makes such a huge difference. Like, you feel like you kind of, like, in your own room. I don't know. We're kind of introverted, even though, like, I run this channel and a couple other social media channels. I tend to be a little bit more introverted. And so, like, I get overstimulated pretty easily. So, I like to be, like, in my own room, on my own balcony, looking at the ocean, relaxing. And I'm really glad. So, we booked our cruise on Celebrity for next year. We're going to do Vancouver to Hawaii, which will be 12 days. I'm really glad we got a balcony for that as well because I think we're really going to enjoy it. I've definitely had worse Sundays, I can tell you. So, we leave from Vancouver and then we go to British Columbia. Am I saying it right? I think British Columbia or Victoria, British Columbia. And then, bye, Jay. Thanks so much for stopping by. Um, yeah, and then we go to Astoria, Oregon, and then we cut across, and then we go to Hilo, Hawaii, Oahu, and then I think the main island, whatever the main island is, we're stopped there for 2 days. I cannot wait. And on Celebrity, like honestly, after our last Royal Caribbean cruise, I don't know if I'll ever. I don't want to say I'll never sail Royal Caribbean again, but I just felt like the service and quality and just everything was like down. Like I used to feel like Royal Caribbean was pretty on par with Celebrity. Like you couldn't tell that much of a difference in terms of quality and experience. And our last Caribbean or our last Royal Caribbean cruise about a month ago, like I was just so unimpressed. Like there was constantly plates and cups just everywhere, like in main areas, in the hallways, in just like everywhere. It was weird. Just like randomly on the deck, there would just be like plates and cups all over. And then it just the rooms were a bit older and I just didn't feel like you got that Royal Caribbean service that you usually get and the Royal Caribbean experience. Um and so now being on back on Celebrity like a month later, like it's just such a huge upgrade. And I really don't feel like it's that much more in price. So I don't know what's going on with Royal. I don't know if anybody has ever felt that way. Last Royal Caribbean cruise we were on, the food was not even good. Yeah, I agree with that. And specialty dining, well, no, we did. I will tell you that we ate at Giovanni's on Royal Caribbean. We did this like tasting menu and it was out of this world. It was like one of the best meals I've ever had. And your girl likes to eat. Like, I love to eat. I love to try new restaurants, as you can see from this channel. That was one of the best meals I've literally ever had. But other than that, like, I didn't feel like the food was that great. And I don't remember it being like bad. We booked Icon in March. Hopefully it's better service and food. Yeah. How long is that cruise? Thank you all for following too, by the way. I appreciate it. Mm, I'm really trying to grow this channel. So 7 days, I think. That'll be fun. Do you know what ports you're going to? For everyone who just joined, we are in Bimini. I just got off my first cruise and it was with Royal. Choppers was good. Hooked was less than Red Lobster. I don't even remember seeing that as an option. Was it a specialty restaurant? Looks like we're getting some rain. Good morning, Lisa. Am I saying your name right? I am on the Celebrity Reflection. What did you think of Bimini? We're not getting off the ship this morning. I have to ask my wife. That's funny. You're like my boyfriend. Just happy to be here. Just happy to be going along. So honey, did you like the experience or you didn't? We walked and explored and went back to the ship early, but it was beautiful. Yeah. That's what I was telling everybody earlier in the live. Like, if you haven't been here, if you don't go to the beach every day, it's beautiful. It's stunning. The water is hard to beat, but in terms of like getting off the ship, oh, you enjoyed it. Okay, honey. We also ate at Johnny Rockets. Um, I don't know. My boyfriend, he likes to eat too. So he was like, let's go to Johnny Rockets. And the veggie burger was like the same. It was good, but it was like the same that you could get in like the main, like the Windjammer. But his burger, I know, was like specialty. It was like Wagyu beef, I want to say. And he really liked it. I wouldn't do specialty dining again though, unless I found a really good deal. Yeah, I agree with that. So we did the key on our Royal Caribbean cruise. We did the key and we got 20% off in Giovanni's. And I felt that that was a really good deal because that was like one of the best meals that I've ever eaten, to be honest. Um, so I agree with you. I wouldn't pay full price, but if you can get it for a discount, I think it's super worth it. Um, Last night we went to Blue last night because we get access for Aqua Class. I don't know if you can pay to get access to that, but I definitely wouldn't. I don't think it would be worth it. But my veggie burger last night was really good. Breakfast wasn't that great. I don't know what we're gonna do for brunch this morning. How is the spa that's included with Aqua? I went Friday night when we got on the ship. I went and it is wonderful. There's like three different saunas. There's like a dry sauna, an infrared sauna, there's like a steam room, and then there's like a ice room. So cool. I need to go. Actually, I need to get footage of it tonight so I can show you guys because it is really cool. And then they have these like thermal beds and they don't play like loud music. It's like soothing music. It was wonderful. That's my plan. Well, after we sail away from the gym and spa. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a lot of time there today, and I definitely felt like the access to Blue to try it for breakfast and lunch and breakfast and dinner in the spa makes Aqua Class worth it. And just having like a bigger room and a balcony, um, because I wasn't impressed with the key that we did on our last Royal Caribbean cruise about a month ago. I really wasn't impressed with it. Um, I wish that they would have given us access to the spa. I think it would have made it kind of feel more worth it. But really, your only benefits are kind of on embarkation day and then just like getting the Wi Fi. But I totally feel you. Like, we're gonna go, I think our plan today is to, I was getting on my steps, and then I'm gonna go jump in the pool, and then we're gonna eat brunch, and we'll probably go down to the spa. I was super impressed with it. I think it's better than some of the spas in Florida. Um, I mean, we've gone to like the Aubergine in Fort Lauderdale, which is unique because it has like the salt cave, but it's so expensive. It's like $159 for a massage. Like you can't get out of that spa for under $400 for two people. Question: I know on Carnival they allow you to bring a bottle of wine. Yes, we brought a bottle of champagne and a bottle of wine. You can bring a bottle each, so each guest can bring a bottle, and we love to just have a have a glass of champagne as we sail away. That's kind of hard. We don't really drink, but when we get on a cruise, we some for some reason like to have wine and champagne. Good morning, Nate. We are on the Celebrity Reflection in Dockton, Bimini, Bahama. Yes, having those like coming in from Coco Cay and just feeling disgusting and sweaty, and then like taking a shower. They give you robes, so like getting into your robe and having a nice cold glass of champagne is like so nice. It was wonderful. I have video from yesterday, so I'll post it. But I was like, I don't want to go back to real life. Like this is my life now. I did a live yesterday. I did a silent live, but I'll repost it on YouTube, so you guys can go check that out. And then my walking tour will be on there as well. It was hot yesterday in Bimini or in Coco Cay. It was super hot. So yeah, coming back, having a nice cold glass of champagne before dinner was phenomenal. And then we still have our red wine, so maybe we'll have it tonight. But it's so nice that they let you bring wine on. And then some guy next to us had a whole case of water. He was getting on the ship with a whole case of water. And I do think you can bring soda and water on when you're getting on. Um, I'm gonna find out for sure because next cruise I want to do that because I feel like another thing I hated too on Royal Caribbean was it felt like there was no place to get water. It was, and they were pushing the alcohol like super hard. But here at least I feel like there's more access to water and ice, but not on Royal Caribbean at all. There's like one place to get water. It was super weird. And then they were like gatekeeping water. Like you couldn't go on Royal Caribbean and get your own drink. Like you had to ask the person to hand it to you. And so here there's like lots of places to like get a drink, get water, get ice, and so it's a bit better. But that's another thing I didn't like about Royal Caribbean. I don't know when they started doing that, but it's so annoying. Just like imagine 2,000 people coming in onto the ship and trying to like sit down and get food and get water, and then like you have to wait on the person who's like getting you the water or getting you the tea or getting you the drink. Can you buy a case of water? Yeah, so we bought, I don't know if you can buy a case of water, but we bought a case of San Pellegrino. I love mineral water. I think it's like super hydrating when you come back from port, or just like even in lieu of a cocktail. Like we don't really drink too much, so like just to have something bubbly. And it was waiting for us in our room in Aqua Class when we got on the ship. And then our refrigerator actually works. It's really cold, unlike Royal Caribbean, where we were struggling to like get our drinks to cool down. Um, but they've also been really good on this ship about bringing us ice. Um, so we just like keep asking our stateroom attendant, and we have our Pellegrinos, and we could just like make our own cool little drink. But um, it's so funny. I don't know if y'all have seen like all the TikToks where people go to Europe and then they're like so happy to be back in America because ice is like endless. But man, I don't. I'm like, to me, it's like, dude, the drinks that you brought me are hot. It's 104 degrees in the Caribbean. I need ice. So beautiful. I love it. I kind of love it when it storms at sea. I think it's so beautiful. These are really good questions. I'm so glad. Like I said, people are usually pretty interactive on lives in the morning. Um, hey baby, no, I'm on the celebrity reflection. Does Carnival come here? I've never seen a Carnival ship out here. I've always seen Royal Caribbean or Celebrity. That's so true. I went on MSC cruise from Barcelona, and we did notice we were more concerned about hydrating. Yeah, like it's just bonkers. Like even last year, so the cruise that we did, the 3 day cruise in November, went to Bimini and it went to Nassau, and we took an excursion to Pearl Island, which is stunning, stunning, like the most beautiful water you've ever seen in your life. And they gave us half a cup of water for lunch. Like thank God I had my Yeti. They gave us half a cup of water for lunch, and it wasn't cold. It was just like water in a glass, and it was hot. Like it's so hot in the Caribbean, and then they're not like hydrating you, but they're pushing alcohol. You feel like you're constantly being pushed to alcohol, but there's no access to water. It was so weird. I was so upset. Thank God I had my Yeti. I always travel with it. It's like my number one travel item. I always have it full of water and ready to go. And thank God we did that because we were on the island for like 3 or 4 hours and couldn't find any water. And not even that, but couldn't even get like we tried to go to the like one little bar and we couldn't even get service there. It was super weird. It was a weird experience. I am in Bimini. I'm supposed to cruise Thursday, but it might be another hurricane. Yeah, I think there's actually two, right? It's like Milton and Kirk. Oh, we're in Bimini this morning, and we should be back to Florida tomorrow. Yeah, especially living in Florida, I think we are used to drinking lots of water. Yes, lots of water. Like I feel like the first thing I do, and when I get up in the morning, is just like chug water. But I'm also very active, so I think that has to do a lot with it as well. Like, but the first thing I do here or at home is drink water. Hopefully the so you're going on Thursday. I don't know when the hurricane. I feel like the hurricane is supposed to hit Florida like tomorrow. Tomorrow. You'll have to keep us updated on how it goes. I went to Bimini last like, tomorrow. Tomorrow. You'll have to keep us updated on how it goes. I went to Bimini last like, tomorrow. Tomorrow. You'll have to keep us updated on how it goes. I went to Bimini last. Yeah, I think you're right, Elle. I think it's like Wednesday or Thursday ish. Hopefully it'll blow over and she can go on her cruise. I would be so sad if I didn't get to go on my cruise. If it makes you feel any better, we left out of Port Canaveral a month ago when the hurricane was gonna directly hit Bermuda, and Bermuda was one of our stops. And we like went just around it. Like we went south to Grand Turk, and by the time we did that, the hurricane hit Bermuda and left. And when we got there, it was totally fine. Like the locals were chill. They were like, ah, rain, but like nothing crazy. So hopefully you'll have the uh same luck we did. I was so bummed because Bermuda was like the only place I wanted to see. And so I was like, dang it, the hurricane's gonna hit it directly. You're embarking from Tampa. Hmm. Hopefully it'll do what I just did. It'll hit Tampa and then leave. I feel like Cozumel just recently got hit too. Like pretty bad by the hurricane, right? Big hurricane. It's kind of starting to rain. Well, hopefully, I'm praying for you. I hope you have good weather. Bermuda is amazing. I went once on a cruise there from NYC, but it was 20 years ago. I agree. Bermuda is one of my like it is my favorite island I've ever been to. It it was gorgeous. And the people were so nice. They really want tourism there. The sand was stunning. It's like pink sand. Yeah, decked overnight. We did the same thing. But we left from Port Canaveral, not New York. That's cool that you've been there. Like, we got there and I was like, I don't want to leave. This is where I want to live in Bermuda. Yes, the pebble sand. Oh, it is starting to rain. Horseshoe Beach. Yep, that's where we went. It was like we got there and I didn't want to leave. I was like, send me my stuff from Florida. I just got off a cruise and we were stuck for 6 days when we were supposed to be in Bermuda. Where did you get stuck? Was it a month ago when the hurricane was rolling through? Oh, that's so fun. We were stuck at sea. No, it was last week. We just got off. You were stuck at sea because of the hurricane? The what, Helene? They said because of weather, but we circled Bermuda for 2 days. Oh my God. You poor thing. You need a cruise do-over. Did you at least have fun at all? I would cry. Thanks, Elle. Have a good day. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. L 1070. Have a good day. I'll try and go live again, probably this afternoon before we leave. Bermuda was absolutely beautiful, and I felt like I wasn't enough time. It was shit. Yeah. We were docked for 1 day, like one overnight, and I was like, I don't need to go to Coco Cay. Let's just stay here. Especially because I really feel like the cruising is the best way to get to Bermuda. Like we looked at Airbnbs and like on average it's like $300 per night, the cheapest, and like $600 to $700 like is pretty average to spend in Bermuda. So MSC is horrible. I've heard that. I've heard MSC is the worst. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard it's expensive and like the service isn't great. 1K per night? Jesus. Yeah. I've never done MSC. I've done only done Royal, Carnival, and Celebrity. And even Virgin. Virgin Cruises, I look at that and I'm like, I don't get why it's so expensive. You like Royal Caribbean? We were on Royal Caribbean last month when we went to Bermuda, and I did like it felt like the service and the quality of everything has really gone downhill. Um, I don't know if we just gotten used to Celebrity, but there was like trays and food and drink cups everywhere, like in the hallways, on deck. Like it was weird. And it didn't really feel like there was anyone around. It was super strange. And like the food wasn't very good and like I don't know. I just it felt like Royal Caribbean used to be kind of on par with Celebrity. And but yeah, no one to help you. Like if you had a question, there was no one around. Like we never saw our stateroom attendant. Like I think we saw him like the first day, and then other than that, we never saw him. And he did do a good job of bringing us ice. Like he would bring us ice all the time because it's hot. But it was weird. Like on my celebrity cruise that I took last year, that was like 15 days, I kind of got annoyed by how often my stateroom attendant was like checking in on me. Like it was constantly. He was constantly around. He was constantly like, "Hey, have a good day." Like, are you going to dinner? Like, are you gonna get off the cruise ship? Like, do you need anything? Like, constantly asking me if I needed something. And then on Royal, it, we just never saw him. It was weird. And even just like if you had a question, there was like no one really to help you as well. And dirty. The ship was dirty. There was just like cups everywhere, like in the hallway, on the decks. Like you would go on the deck on four. It was weird. I don't know if it was just that ship or that's kind of like the vibe Royal Caribbean's giving off now, but we're happy to be back on Celebrity. It's so the ship is so clean, especially for being a 3 day cruise. You would think it would be like a little bit more of a party crowd, but even then, like it's very clean on this ship, and it's like really nice. I do feel like the staff is more like present, which is nice. So, but I am kind of getting sprinkled on, and I want to get in the rest of my steps. So I think I'm gonna let you guys go. But thank you so much for joining on this live. I really had a great time, like talking to you guys and sharing tips and listening to your tips and like listening to your stories. So, I might try and go live like this afternoon. I'm not gonna get off the ship, so um, maybe a live later on today. I'm gonna go get in my steps and then go hit jump in the pool. I think. But I hope everyone has a good day and thanks again for joining and letting me share Bimini with you. And I'll be posting content from here and Coco Cay from here and Coco Cay. So um, follow if you want travel tips for Coco Cay or Bimini, and also just celebrity in general. Because this was our first time trying Aqua Class, so I'll have some content on that. But have a wonderful Sunday and stay safe with all the hurricanes.